Hey, what's up, YouTube's Russell, Amber Russell. Make sure you guys subscribe to the show at the top. Thumbs up this video. Leave a comment at the bottom. I know it's been a while since I've posted videos, but I'm trying to get back on the swing of posting videos on a regular basis. I'm going to try to do much more videos with shorter links as opposed to fewer videos with longer links. So, here's the topic for today. Lil Wayne pushed back the Carter 5 for the second time. It was supposed to release around May 28th, around that area, when Mariah Carey's album came out. And it was supposed to be out then. But there's not a lot of buzz, and there's not a lot of singles released from it. Then his album was supposed to come out this past October 28th. And there was no sign of it on iTunes, and then there was nothing talking about it. So then, what's going on with Lil Wayne, his camp? I mean, you got Tyga, who just left Young Money because they said his album's not being released. You have Nicki Minaj, who also has another album, but he's pushed back as well for additional 2 weeks. People are trying to say she's scared of Iggy. Other people are saying because there's another album from the camp being released the same day. That's why she's releasing her album. I don't think Nicki Minaj is scared of Iggy's re-release. So that wouldn't be a valid reason as to why Nicki Minaj would push the album back. But it seems as though there's something going on in this camp that's not quite right. You have Tyga, who has a baby by Black China, and you hear him say that Drake is fake and that he doesn't get along with Nicki Minaj. And here you have these people that, all they do is work together, and it really does feel like Bedrock video is true, how they all live together. Obviously that's not true, that's not the case. But you would think that how they portray themselves to be a family, call themselves siblings and stuff like that, that once, for them to call each other out once they leave the group, it just kind of shows the group the label. I mean, they make themselves seem like they're a group, like a band, when they're all individual artists. Anyways, it just seems as though it's weird that they'll have this persona, they'll put that out there as if they're family, but then they don't get along at all. I mean, just because you're in a label with someone doesn't mean you have to be, call themselves family or whatever. But that's how Young Money does it. But then you hear them say they're fake. So Tyga said that Nicki Minaj, he doesn't get along with Nicki Minaj, and he only stayed on the label because he was cool with Lil Wayne, and that Drake is fake. And then Drake goes and likes five of Black China's, Tyga's baby mama's Instagram pics, which I think is really childish. I mean, here's this guy who they say that Drake has no respect for, but he's not the best lyricist, he's not the best rapper out there, he's kind of corny, he only has Rap City and Lime and Coconut. But have respect for him as someone who's on your label, have respect for him as someone who was probably wanting to be friends with you, have respect for him as a man, and don't fuck his baby mama when you guys were working together. You might not have been friends, but have some respect for your label mate, especially when you're on such a tight label as Young Money. And then so is Lil Wayne scared to release his new album? Is he trying to make it perfect? I mean, he has all these other albums that come out that aren't Carter's, that don't be successful, but the Carter, since the Carter 3 went platinum in a week. The Carter 4 sold like 900,000 in a week. And here is the Carter 5 getting pushed back. Is he trying to build buzz for the album and just do a quick silent release? That's what a lot of people are saying. Some people are saying if he's not going to do an album, do a Sorry for the Wait album mixtape. But what happens to him, happens to him. But it seems as though Lil Wayne, being the hottest rapper out in the game, and is kind of fading. Like his last couple of singles haven't been catching on. He's kind of switching up his flow a little bit too much and emulating other rappers as opposed to being Lil Wayne. Other news, Danity Kane released their new album this past week. It was #1 on R&B iTunes. I don't think it's going to be the top 10 of albums released this week. I don't know if it was released physically. I know it was released on iTunes. I bought the album, and it's 10 songs. I wish some of the songs they could have left Andrea's voice on it and just said featuring Andrea as opposed to, not recording a new verse like All in the Day's Work, which I felt as though should have had a second verse as opposed to redoing the first verse and just editing it up. But you know, there's drama over there. They say that Dawn said that her voice was altered or whatever. But you know what? At the end of the day, this was for the fans, and I feel as though sometimes that this might have been, you know, their whole reason. Anyways, just to do something for the fans, get themselves out there. And their show didn't work out, so they're like, "Fuck it, just release the album. We don't want to do another Danity Kane stuff anymore. We don't want to deal with this." But you know what? At least for the fans' sake, you guys could release music videos. Like, say, "Yo, Dawn, we want to do a video." You know, you guys call yourselves scissors. Again, you have people call themselves families, and they're not working together. You have Drake, who I always thought was fake, because he always had this persona of being the good guy, but then he wanted to fuck up the tattoo artist that drew the tattoo, or, you know, he said he started from the bottom, but you were in Degrassi at a very young age and making money, talking about your crib. And then you have these girls, Aubrey and Dawn, who have very great chemistry on stage together, but I guess they both couldn't fight for the spotlight. And then I guess they were like, "Fuck it, we're just gonna end this group right now. The show is not gonna air." So this is Russell and Russell. Make sure you guys stay tuned for new music from Young Money. Nicki Minaj had a song with her, Drake, Lil Wayne, and Chris Brown, who's not on the album cover, which I find funny. And Danity Kane's new album, and maybe Lil Wayne's new album might come out tonight.